And so, as the mechanics vacate the grid and the drivers get underway, we are on the warm-up lap for the Microfat Max pre-final B. Mark Kostelic and Aaron Ferrazzano on the front row. Kem Argan and Aaron Krepsik on row number 2. Max Obst and Eric Inash on row number 3. Oscar Wirtz and Alexei Yaremy on row 4. Alexander Skjeltsen and Lev Krutogolov will be our 5th row, and rounding out the top 10, Mason Rudman, Menhert Krause, Len Nies, Matthias von Gotham, Nando Wieselbaumer, Gieter Bowajic, and Gustav Bjordhoven will be the complete order for this one. 17 karts again. All drivers will be taking part in the final, so no minimum position to worry about, as it were. You have to worry about getting a certain way up the field from the back to be in the final. You will be in the final, but of course it would be much better to start somewhere in the middle or somewhere up the front rather than 34th. One of the drivers that has been spun around, that's the... couldn't quite see who that was. I thought it was the 30 of Ferrazzano briefly, but he's still there at the front. Nonetheless, got going again. And should take the start along with the other 16 drivers. A bit of drama for a particular entrant, but we have to now refocus and get ready for the racing. Mark Kostelic then has been consistent all weekend. Can he hold off the others and book his place on the front row for later on this afternoon? Rolling start time. And we're underway, and a rare moment here in that it is not Kostelic at the head of the order. In fact, it's Aaron Ferrazzano. Ferrazzano at the head of the field then from the outside of the front row. On the attack there, that looked to be Kem Argan going through into second. So immediately Mark Kostelic down to third. That's a surprise. Usually the inside line is a guarantee of a leading position. It's not been the case this time. So the order as they cross the line for the first time. We'll see it as they break the timing beam. Ferrazzano, Obst, Kostelic, Krepsik and Argan down to 5th. My apologies, it's Obst, Max Obst, who's got up to 2nd position. The 8, not the 28. So Max Obst from 5th on the grid up to 2nd place. A horror start for Mark Kostelic then. Ferrazzano, however, out front, and he already has 0.8 of a second, and that's not an inconsiderate margin in a kart race. Ferrazzano who leads, Obst in 2nd, Kostelic in 3rd, and Krepsik up to 4th. Order remains as is this time by. Only one change further back in the order. It's Krause up to 12th. Round the 1.16 kilometre circuit for the 3rd time of asking then. We continue to focus on that 14 kart. That is Mark Kostelic. The 29 directly behind is Krepsik. And then we have Argan, who started 3rd. Currently down in 5th position. He'll be wanting to improve that. 17 across the line once again. Ferrazzano still heading the way. Max Obst in 2nd. Kostelik falling back a little bit from the back of Obst. I'd rather suggest that Aaron Krepsik is going to want to get by Kostelik in short order to try and pursue Max Obst and Ferrazzano. There's one thing to think I need to get past and another to actually make the move in these evenly matched karts. It's all about the chassis. The engines are identical. Chassis and, of course, the driver. 6th place there. You just caught a flash of Oliver Wirtz, son of Alex, currently running 6th. That'll put him in fairly good stead for this afternoon's final, but he might well want to progress further than that. But a good opportunity if the 3 in front start fighting. See some other battles further back there. We see the 9 running in 10th. That is Yaremy. Let's go back to the leaders then. There is the 30, Ferrazzano, followed by Obst. Kostelik in 3rd. And Obst looks like he might want to mount an attack. He's got the inside line there. Looking into the hairpin. Looks like he's trying to get a good run off of these slower corners. Try and drag by in the straights. Not close enough for this back straight. 7 tenths between Obst in 2nd and Kostelik in 3rd. Still Krepsik and Argan holding station further back. Young Oliver Wirtz is possibly looking to reel in 5th place Argan. Now top 2, Ferrazzano and Obst. Lap 7 of 12 here. Currently going through the infield section. Obst looks like he may have the better run here. Slight wide line from Ferrazzano. Obst is right on the number plate at the back there. Doesn't manage to make anything happen this time, but will be looking to mount an attack. That qualifying position, that front row grid slot, all important. At the moment, it's Ferrazzano booking his place on that front row. Through the hairpin they go, lap number 8. Looks as though Kostelik closing in a little bit. The pole sitter currently in 3rd. Some attacking driving here. It's the 28th through. Argan up to 4th place. Started 3rd, now back in 4th. It's Ferrazzano and Obst running nose to tail. Not even a 10th. Obst with a good run. Don't think he's going to try anything into the chicane. I say that, it looked like he did. Will he try to look up the inside at the hairpin? No, he takes a slightly wider line on the outside to try and get a better run on the exit of the corner. Compromise your entry to improve your exit. It's a good strategy. It's that battle for 4th again. See Argan still holding off Krepsik. I'd rather suggest that as we start lap 10, Argan's not going to improve beyond 4th. But will Obst be able to improve to the front row of the final by getting past Ferrazzano? Ferrazzano looks to be controlling this one for the time being. That could all change, of course. Caught a flash of Kastelic in third there in the 14. And he looks to be closing in on Obst. Indeed he is. That's more a slightly spread group of 3 now at the front of the field more than anything. And Kastelic on a recovery drive really from pole position. Lost the lead from the very start. And on this penultimate lap of the race, perhaps he can close up. He's got, again, a slightly bigger gap now because Obst has closed up on Ferrazzano once more. So those two leaders we follow. Ferrazzano tucking below the wheel. Will Obst be able to challenge on this final lap? He's been sizing up Aaron Ferrazzano for the majority of this race at the front of the order. And this time he's very close through the first sweeping right-hander. Final lap. Ferrazzano runs wide and Obst is on the inside. He's made the move stick, but Ferrazzano right back at him on the inside. So Ferrazzano allowing Obst to get up the inside and then immediately taking the position back, and that's left Obst in a dangerous position with Kastelic in third, right on his bumper. I don't think there's going to be an opportunity for these positions to shuffle again. Ferrazzano it is who's going to win and have the front row slot for the final. Through go the top 3 then. 4th is Argan, 5th is Krepsik. We wait for the next group of karts. 6th place, 32 Rudman. Celebrating there. Or 7th place rather, behind Ollie Wirtz. Rudman was delighted with that. He must have made up positions in the final lap. You see the complete order run through there. Skelton, Yaremy and Krutogolov, the remainder of the top 10. There's the top 6 running in unison back to the paddock. Ferrazzano it will be on the front row for the final. Let's run you through that order in full. Ferrazzano, Obst, Kastelic, the podium. Kem Argan and Aaron Krepsik, the top 5. The Oscar Wirtz in 6th. Mason Rudman with a great performance to come home in 7th. Alexander Skelton, Alexei Yaremy and Lev Krutogolov, the remainder of the top 10. Eric Enash, Kreutzer, Nice, Wieselbaumer, Van Gulfem, Borisic and Bjordhovden, the rest of your order in the pre-final B.